So welcome students in our today's section of subject hydraulics and pneumatics. Today we are going to see the another concept, and name of this concept is sequencing circuit using the limit switch. So here I am going to write this topic here. Sequencing circuit using limit. As its name itself indicates that here we are going to use the sequencer to construct the sequence circuit, but here we are not going to use the sequence wall. Here we are going to use the limit switch. Okay. So here what will happen when the piston of cylinder extend or retracts? At that time, if it push or if it presses the limit switch, then limit switch sends the current to the solenoid, and there is another solenoid operated direction control valve which is connected to the another cylinder, and as per the position of the piston of first cylinder, the working of another cylinder is depends there directly. Okay, so here we are going to see first what is limit. So what is limit switch? Limit switch, it is a device which is continuously controlling the current flow, and this current flow is through the solenoid valve, and this solenoid valve is connected to the solenoid operated direction control valve. Then how it is connected, we can get this complete idea in the circuit here. Okay. Again listen to me. Limit switch is an electrical switch which is when pressed by any other means, then it allows the flow of electric current through the solenoid operated direction control valve, and because of this the position of this direction control valve get changes there. Then how this position get changes there, we can understand this in the circuit diagram. Okay. Okay. Sequencing circuit using limit switch to operate a double acting cylinder and a single acting cylinder in sequence. Here in sequential manner we are going to operate a double acting cylinder and a single acting cylinder. How we are going to achieve this? You can get this concept after drawing the circuit here. Okay, so here I am going to draw this circuit. So what are the components of this circuit? It is having a single double acting cylinder and a single acting cylinder. Okay. So here I am going to draw the double acting cylinder. Here at the end of this connecting rod, we are going to connect the cap here. Okay, so it is our double acting cylinder. Also the circuit having a single acting cylinder. So here I am going to draw a single acting cylinder. As the cylinder is single acting, means what? Cylinder is single acting means at the other side of the cylinder there is a spring is provided, and the retraction of the cylinder is achieved by the action of the spring. So it is single acting cylinder and return action is performed by the spring here. Okay, so is the one line, and single is the indirect and return line process. So here we are going to connect. Okay, so these two are the cylinders and this circuit having a limit switch. So where is the limit switch? Limit switch is present in that portion here. So it is our limit switch, and this limit switch is associated with the solenoid operated direction control valve. So here through the cylinder we are having one solenoid operated direction control. So this direction valve is 3/2. This is to the reservoir or cylinder. This is the one position and this is another position. On port P and transfer port T here, and it is connected with the solenoid. As well, return angle is assured by the spring here. Okay. Oh, so this is the limit switch. Again, we need to operate this valve by using this direction control valve. So another direction control valve is needed here. So here we are going to use the 4/2 direction control. This is associated with the pump and it is with the reservoir here. Okay. Okay, so here we are going to operate these two cylinders here in the sequence manner. And how we are going to achieve this? So for this, here what is happening, when this pump is continuously pumping the high pressure oil through this port P to port A, then there is a extension of this piston occurs here, and when this piston is moved to this position here, it presses the limit switch here, and because of the pressing of the limit switch, the current starts to through the solenoid here. Because of this, the position of this 3/2 direction control valve, the position of this direction control valve gets changes to this position here. Its position gets changes to the rear, and high pressure oil will get passed to this portion here, and because of this high pressure oil, the extension of the cylinder occurs here. So here what is happening? The two operations in the sequentially are performed here. When this the pilot operated valve. When this valve is in its first position, the pump continuously sending this pressurized oil to this part of the cylinder, and because of this oil continuously forcing this piston in the outside direction. Because of this, extension occurs here, and when this piston reaches to this position, it pushes the limit switch. Limit switch is get pushed here, and because of this pressing of this limit switch, the current starts flowing through the solenoid, and because of this 3/2 direction control valve changes its position, and as its position changes, the high pressure oil from this port P to port A is started to move toward the cylinder, and when this high pressure oil reaches in that portion here, this high pressure oil starts to push this piston in the outside direction, and we get the extension here. Okay, so here both these two operations perform in the sequential manner. Again, what will happen for the retraction? When we change the position of this direction control valve, at that time what will happen? This piston starts to move in the inward direction because of the reverse action of the oil, and when this cam again returns to this original position, this again the limit switch again gets free up, and as this limit switch gets free up, its ends. तो इथे काय होतं, जेव्हा हा लिमिट स्विच ओपन होतो किंवा क्लोज होतो म्हणू शकतो आपण इथे, तेव्हा काय होईल, सोलोनाइड मधला जो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट आहे तो बंद होईल, आणि बिकॉज ऑफ द स्प्रिंग ऍक्शन this 4/2 direction control valve again changes its position it comes to this position number 2, and when it comes to this position number 2, because of the action of the spring, we get the retraction here, and this oil from this part of the cylinder moves back to the reservoir. Okay, so here we completed this construction and understanding working of this sequencing control valve using the limit switch. Now we are going to see the synchronizing circuits. Okay, now we are going to see the synchronizing circuits. In sequence circuit, what we will see? We see the operation of one cylinder and then another cylinder. But in case of the synchronizing circuits, circuit, both the cylinder extend and retract at the same time. That's why we name it as a synchronizing circuit. Okay, so here we are going to understand this synchronizing. So what is happening in here in synchronizing circuit? Here both the cylinder extend and retracts at the same time. Okay, so for understanding purpose, I am going to draw the circuits here. Just pay your attention. So initially we are this synchronizing circuits again having two types. When cylinder is in parallel and when cylinder is in series. When we can say the cylinders are connected in the parallel, when the port pump is connected to the intake port of both two cylinders, then we can say that the cylinders are connected in the parallel manner. And when exit port of one cylinder is connected to the inlet port of the second cylinder, at that time we can say that the cylinders are connected in the series. Again listen to me. When exit port of one cylinder is connected to the inlet port of the second cylinder, at that time we can say it is connected in series. And when the pump port is connected to both the inlets of the cylinder, at that time we can say that it is cylinders are connected in parallel. So here we are going to draw the synchronizing circuits with cylinder in parallel. So here we have to draw the two cylinders. So here I am going to draw cylinder 1, cylinder both the cylinders are double acting here. Okay, so we need to operate this by the direction control valve. So here our direction control valve is 4x2 direction control valve. Okay, this is one position, this is second position. So let's see for this position number. So therefore pump P is connected to the reservoir or seat here. Okay, so here we connect this port to the both inlet port of the cylinder. Here what is happening, this pump port P is directly connected to the inlet port of both the cylinders. Okay, and for the return line, both these pumps are connected here. Return line is connected to the return line. So this is the circuit for the extension, and when we need retraction, at that time we change the position of this direction control valve. By changing the position of direction control valve, we can get the extension as well as retraction by changing the position of these two direction control valve. Okay. So When we call this circuit as a synchronized circuit, when both the cylinders are extending and retracting at the same time. बघा जेव्हा दोन्ही सिलेंडर ॲट अ टाइम एक्सटेंड होत असतील किंवा ॲट अ टाइम रिट्रॅक्ट होत असतील त्यावेळेला आपण त्या सर्किटला काय म्हणू शकतो सिंक्रोनायझिंग सर्किट. बघा आता सपोज मी या सर्किटला जर सिंक्रोनायझिंग सर्किट म्हटलं तर इथे काय होऊ शकतं जेव्हा इथला लोड हा 2 न्यूटन आहे आणि इथला लोड हा 2 न्यूटन आहे आणि इथे आपण काय केलं पंपला स्टार्ट केलं. At that time, both the cylinder will extend. Both the cylinder will extend at the same time. Okay. But here, if here there is a load of 20 Newton is applied there, and at another end there is a load of 2 Newton. At that time, what will happen? Extension of this cylinder occurs first. Extension of the cylinder which is having low load will occur first and after this the extension of another cylinder occurs. म्हणजे काय होईल बघा ज्या सिलेंडरवर लोड जास्त आहे तिथलं एक्सटेन्शन होणार नाही जोपर्यंत पहिल्याचं एक्सटेन्शन पूर्ण होत नाही. एकदाच त्याचं एक्सटेन्शन पूर्ण झालं की त्यानंतरच जिथे हाय लोड आहे त्याचं एक्सटेन्शन सुरुवात होईल. कळतंय का? मग या वेळेला या सर्किटला आपण सिंक्रोनायझिंग सर्किट म्हणू शकतो का? नाही. सिंक्रोनायझिंग सर्किटचं मीनिंग काय आहे? बोथ द सिलेंडर एक्सटेंड्स ॲट अ सेम टाइम. इथे काय होतंय ज्याचा लोड कमी आहे तो अगोदर एक्सटेंड होतोय, ज्याचा लोड जास्त आहे तो नंतर एक्सटेंड होतोय. म्हणजे इथे काय होतंय तुमचं सिक्वेन्स मध्ये ते परफॉर्म होतंय. त्यामुळे आपण याला सिक्वेन्सिंग सर्किट म्हणू शकत नाही. बघा मग आपण याला काय म्हणूया इट इज अ not synchronizing circuit. मग बघा आता तुम्हाला जर हे सिंक्रोनायझिंग सर्किट डिझाइन करायचं असेल विथ इन रिस्पेक्टिव्ह टू द लोड्स ऑन द सिलेंडर. आपल्याला जर सिंक्रोनायझिंग सर्किट बनवायचं आहे विथ इन रिस्पेक्टिव्ह टू द लोड ऑफ द सिलेंडर आपल्याला काय करावं लागेल फ्लो कंट्रोलर फ्लो डिवाइडर यूज करावा लागेल. मग बघा फ्लो डिवाइडर कसा असेल आपला मी इथे परत सर्किट ड्रॉ करून दाखवतो सिंक्रोनायझिंग सर्किटसाठी. हे दोन आपले सिलेंडर बरोबर वारंवार इनलेट ऍक्सिस फोर्स. तो बघा इथे करूया आपण इथे कनेक्ट करूया फ्लो. मग इथे हे जे आपण कंपोनंट इथे आपण लावणार याला काय म्हणतो आपण फ्लो डिवाइडर. बघा आपण जे इकडे ऑपरेट करायचे आपल्याला this is again 4/2 lever operated direction control for आता बघा आता इथे हा जो आपला फ्लो डिवाइडर आहे हा काय करतोय सपोज 6 लिटर पर सेकंद च्या हिशोबाने आपला ऑइलचा बघा सपोज इथे काय आपला पंप काय करतोय 6 लिटर पर सेकंदच्या फ्लोनी आपल्याला फ्लो रेट देतोय. मग इथे व्हॉटएव्हर द लोड बिटवीन त्या दोघांमध्ये कितीही लोड असला बॅक फोर्स असला तरी हा जो फ्लो डिवाइडर आहे हा काय करतो या 6 लिटर पर सेकंद फ्लोला इक्वली डिवाइड करतो. म्हणजे तो 3 ला एकामध्ये पाठवतो आणि 3 ला दुसऱ्यामध्ये पाठवतो. त्यामुळे काय होतं extension of both the cylinders occurs at the same time, and this circuit is now a synchronizing circuit. So synchronizing circuit मध्ये काय होतं, because of application of this flow divider, the flow coming from the pump gets divided equally and sends to the two cylinders. That's why the extension occurs in both the cylinder is at the same time. That's why we named it as a synchronizing circuit. Here it is not a synchronizing circuit because when one cylinder is having more load with respect to the another cylinder, at that time, because of this high load, all the flow, suppose this is pumping 6 liter per second flow rate, then all the 6 liters will move out to this cylinder 1 here because there is no flow divider is present. And when it get completely extend, after complete extension of this cylinder 1, this flow is sent to the cylinder 2, cylinder number 2 here. So here both the cylinders are not going to extend at the same time, but here because of the use of this flow divider, both the cylinder get extend at the same time because flow is get divided there inequally and equally sends to the both cylinder. That's why the extension of this two cylinder is occurs at the same time. That's why we name it, we can say it as a synchronizing circuit. Okay. So here we are stopping, and if you have any doubts, then you can. Okay, sorry. So this is for the cylinders when they are connected in the parallel line. Now we have to see the synchronizing circuits with cylinders in the series. Then cylinders in series. So here we need to put the cylinder in the synchronizing circuit with cylinders in series. When you can say that you are connecting two cylinders in series, when exit port of one cylinder is connected to the inlet port of second cylinder. तो इथे काय आहे, एका सिलेंडरचा एक्झिट पोर्ट हा दुसऱ्या सिलेंडरच्या इनलेट पोर्टला आपण काय केलाय, कनेक्ट केलाय. At that time you can say that these two cylinders are in series. बघा आपण हा याला कनेक्ट करून देऊ, इनलेट पोर्ट, याचा हा एक्झिट पोर्ट जो आहे तो बायपास ऑलरेडी इथे आहे. ओके, आता बघा हा जो पॅरलल सिरीज कनेक्शन मधलं जे सिंक्रोनायझिंग सर्किट आहे, इथे तुम्हाला फ्लो डिवायडरचं काम पडत नाही. बघा इथे काय होईल, when this pump is continuously pumping the pressure through this port A, this high pressure oil is moving in the cylinder 1 here through this port C, and this cylinder start pushing this piston in the outward direction so that we get the extension. And as this piston is moving in that direction, so the liquid in this region starts to move in the cylinder 2 by this, again this port, by this port C here. That's why what will happen, this piston is again moves in the outward direction and we get the extension here. Means what? Extension of cylinder 1 occurs, the oil from this region moves to this region and we get the extension of cylinder 2. Means both the cylinders are extending at the same time. That's why we can say it as a synchronizing circuit. Then what's for the retraction? For the retraction, we need to change the position of this direction control valve. Okay, so let's consider that I am changing the position of this direction control valve here. Now it is connecting in that way. Okay, so at that time what will happen, the liquid is coming to this position and it is entering in that cylinder through this port R, and this oil from this region, when high pressure oil. Look here, this pump is continuously pumping this high pressure oil in that region of this cylinder. Because of this, what will happen? The oil in that area having this high pressure, and it starts to push this piston in the inside inward direction. Because of this, the liquid in that region tries to move in that cylinder through this port here, and it again tries to push this liquid in the this piston in the inward direction. Because of this, the oil in that region moves out to the reservoir here. And what you can say, retraction of the both the cylinders occurs at the same time. When you change the position of this direction control valve, retraction of both the cylinder started at the same time. That's why we name it as a synchronizing circuit, because whatever the operation starts at the same time and they are performing here. Okay, so I am stopping here, and in the next section we are going to see the regenerative type circuit. So be prepared for that. Thank you.